ก็ได้เหมือนกันเนาะไม่เป็น
มีเตี้ยสักกว่ามาอันนี้
that pork for about 1 hour. I think with nothing added, right? You?
No.
Just straight up boil the pork until it's cooked, until it's tender.
แต่อันนี้มันเยอะเนาะของบรรพบุรุษแล้วก็เลยหาลาบไม่มีนะส่วนมากเราก็จะล้มเด็กอุ้ยแต่ปวนนั่นเนี่ยตัวเลยใช่ไหมหัว
Immediately while they're still hot, she's gonna pound them up, add some salt to the mortar, and immediately begins crushing, pounding those chilies. You could just smell that aroma coming out of them is just irresistible. Right, Ying? The skin, the fat, the chunks, massive chunks of pork. And then, so the pork is going to be one dish, and then she said the soup is going to be also eaten, but as a side, like a side soup.
สับเลยอะคะสับต้องสับมันจะอร่อยแบบนี้มันไม่อร่อยอ๋อเหรอคะต้องสับเลยไม่ใช่ว่าหั่น
So I think all the ingredients are ready. The pork is boiled, everything is chopped, all of the herbs. The next thing that she's going to get started is chopping the pork. We've got 20 kilos of pork. Another interesting fact that they just mentioned is that they said if you just slice it into pieces like a steak, it won't taste good. You have to chop it. Chop, and mince. And they said that flavor is going to be much better. I mean, I definitely agree. There's some huge truth to that, as well as some tradition to that, I believe. Chopping it, mincing it, is going to bring the flavors together, mingle it with the fat, and that does make a difference.
มาที่เกมมาอยู่นอนกินซีฟู้ดมาเอ้ยเราผักชีเนาะเสียแบบไทยหล่อเลยได้มันน่าอะไรมีอยู่ก็ถ้ามีเป็นได้พริกนี่ก็มันก็ได้เหมือนกันเนาะมีเป็น
เฮ้ยเราสิเก็บเอาทำไมเปลี่ยนทุกได้ป่ะเป็นล่างอ่ะชุดเมื่อกี้ไม่สะดวกเหรอ
Awesomely.
อาบักงองอู้เปิดพริมังไง
Now you can see how it is a celebration dish. It's a dish that brings people together to eat in a big portion, in a big amount, made for the entire community. This single dish is a major part of the Lawa culture.
กินเผ็ดได้ค่ะ
ใช่ครับปกติ
ใส่ก่อน
คนที่นี่กินครับ So first for the dressing, she got a bowl of the soup broth from the pork, then mixes in a bowl of the pounded chilies, a bunch of salt, and a little bit of MSG.
ใครคะเนี่ยตุ้ยมาเพื่อนตุ้ยเกาเตะนะมั้ง
ใช่ครับ
ธรรมชาติเลยธรรมชาติเอาไปปอแล้วกลัวจะ
กลัวครับ
อยากชิมมากเลย
ต้องชิมว่ารสชาติใช้ได้หรือยัง
มันต้องเค็มนำเหรอคะ
Yes.
ยิ้ม
Yes.
And
Auntie trying it.
ลองกระแซมเซจิ้ม
ดูตับตัวอันนั้น
ดูยังไงมาเสสมยิ้มยิ้มเฮียไอ้ยิ้มยิ้ม
Name like up.
ยิ้มเตะเด็กกว่ามา
Arroyภาษาลาวะครับอร่อยไหม
อร่อยภาษาเราว
อร่อย
ะ
ภาษา
ยิ้ม
เยี่ยม
เยี่ยม
เยี่ยมเยี่ยม
อะไรอ่ะ
จับกินรวยจ้ะ
มิกครับทำดีๆมิก
ใส่เยอะจัง
ต้องให้ลูก
อันนี้แค่ให้เป็นสีสันต้นหอมผักชี
น้ำซุปต้องเป็นเดียวอย่างเหรอ
ตัวพวกโอ้ยเจ้า
Because otherwise you're gonna be in there.
อันนี้ก็ค่อยสวยจะแนวบัวตัว
ดูลอง
มาเนาะไอ้ก้าเป็นไรมาเอาบัว
ทำดีกว่าเต้าดีกว่าเอากว่าตัวไม่พอนะเอากว่าถึง
This is a meal that's not only about the food itself and the taste of the food, but the process, the traditional method, the amazing Lawa people.
น่าจะแอบกินเลย
ส้มมัน
Oh, chai cup.
อันนี้ไอเทศขอบคุณครับยังพี่มิก
Yes. So, I think everyone else is a little bit shy to eat on camera with us, but Auntie, she is not shy. I have the honor to hang out to eat lunch with Auntie. And then the rest of the ladies who cooked lunch, they're in the kitchen, I think, eating. The men are still occupied with Auntie's bottle of homebrew, which is down there, and they're still working on that. But Auntie and I, we are going to sit down to eat a spectacular moment. And this is just the traditional, completely eco-friendly way to eat, way to wrap food. Got the packet of pork here. She's going to show us how to eat it. Oh, I take some of the rice maybe first? I'm going to follow Auntie. She's eating rice first before the pork. Oh, okay, now soup time. Come on. Wow, that is a thick, oily pork soup. Wow, that is thick like gravy. So flavorful. Okay, next move into the pork. Yeah, there is some chunks of fat, the herbs, the salt in there. Look at that meat. Oh wow, that pork. It's so simple, but so ultra natural tasting. The tenderness of the pork, you taste all of those herbs in there. The salt, the coriander, and the lemongrass. Oh, that's what you taste also is the roasted smoky green chilies. It gives it a smokiness, gives it a little bit of chili heat. It's not like overly spicy, but it's so fragrant. And Auntie seems to be following a lot of bites with a little bit of that soup broth. So I'm gonna follow also. She almost cannot control her laughter. She is amazing. But then you move in for bites of rice. Something that's interesting though is that she's not mixing the pork with the rice. She's just taking bites of rice, following the soup, chasing with bites of the pork, and then kind of repeating the process. Like I haven't seen her mix. Oh man, that is just It's a simple flavor, but it is incredibly tasty, incredibly fresh, incredibly natural. The way things should taste, even the herbs here, which are definitely from the backyard. The rice is from the backyard. The pork is local. The soup, it's all natural and incredible. And the rice is also quite sticky. It's regular rice, it's not glutinous rice, but it kind of has a sticky texture to it. And I think I've especially seen her taking bites of rice and then following the soup. Oh, I think Auntie says we need more salt in the soup. Okay, I'm gonna retry it now too with the soup. Okay. It's not salted enough for Auntie's taste, but that soup is rich. That's just straight like melted pork fat. Oh man. With just a hint of a fragrance from the lemongrass. Just look at the texture of that. Okay, okay. It got the head nod approval. Oh, ใช่ครับ It is better. Yeah, she especially takes the rice and then drinks soup after the rice to go with the rice. It's amazing. She does not speak English. She only speaks like maybe a couple words of Thai, barely any Thai. But just, this is a precious moment with Auntie. She is amazing.